What's up, everybody, and thank you so much for clicking on another episode of Land of a Thousand Queens. I'm your host, Josh TV. Today, we're going to get to know more about the sweetheart of Kissimmee, Florida, Cherilyn Matthews.
Hi, how are you?
How are you doing today?
I am fabulous, honey.
Fabulous. All right, girl, tell us a little bit about your drag persona. What does Cherilyn Matthews represent?
Well, you know, crack whore is taken, so I'm gonna go with no. I am pretty much known as the well, when I was in the Diamond Divas, I was the sweetheart of the group. So I'm the one that gets along with everybody and tries to stay out of the dramatic aspect of the drag world. But as far as like performing and such, you know, I'm just here to entertain. That's pretty much what Cherilyn does. I like to laugh. I like to have a good time. I like to drink.
Don't we all?
Don't we all do that?
Don't we all do that? Well, like you mentioned, you're a former Diamond Diva from Sun on the Beach in Kissimmee on Thursday nights. I used to love watching you perform because you could do campy and then go to straight up fierce. I mean, you're like a chameleon. Tell us a little bit about your drag performance. Like, what's it like seeing Cherilyn Matthews on stage?
Well, it kind of depends. It depends on what the show is requiring at the time, I guess. We did a lot of theme stuff, so that was always fun. But if I ever got to do like my own thing, always probably something that I had been planning for a long time because the costumes take so long to make. So, you know, you're going to experience something, whether it's going to be funny or fierce or just kind of crazy. You never know what you're going to get.
What's one of your favorite songs that you like to perform to?
I do Adele a lot, but I don't know that she's one of my favorites to do because sometimes you just want to dance and be happy. Here's one. I love Donuts Are a Girl's Best Friend. I know she hates people doing her songs, but I like it because I get to shove Krispy Kreme donuts in my fucking mouth. Speaking of which, I'm not lying, ladies and gentlemen. There is a wine glass of milk in front of me and a pack of Oreos just waiting on me to tear it down. I think my all-time favorite is doing Hocus Pocus. I love the character of Mary and just getting to be just weird with stroke face. You know, it's a good time.
And that's become a bit of a tradition every Halloween.
It is.
You, Twilight, and Summer always do this performance out there.
Oh, yes, it is. And it's very popular. No matter where we get booked to do it, it's always like, you know, people line up to see it. This past Halloween, we did an hour-long meet and greet after the show just to take pictures.
Oh, wow.
And that was it. Like, we did the entire show, and then we did an hour-long set afterwards. Just take...
And that audience was a bit, you know, not like usually like gay-oriented, but it was like a regular crowd. What was the response like for you guys doing such a show like that?
It was actually what we've experienced here lately with performing. We're actually being booked by the city of Kissimmee. So the crowd, like you said, it's so diverse. We had, you know, it was 50% children. And for a drag queen to be able to perform for children and for the parents to be okay with it was phenomenal. And the response that we got was, it was out of this world, honestly, because I had myself personally, I had multiple people come up to me and was like, you know, thank you for bringing this to the public's attention. We even had people trying to, you know, teach their kids about transgendered versus drag queen versus performer. You know, it was really an amazing thing. We actually did not have one complaint. We performed for about 600 people that night, and we didn't have one complaint at all.
So I've seen on your Instagram that you like to draw. You like to draw cartoons. Did that start before you started doing drag, or it came after? And how does that really evolve your drag aesthetic?
Well, honestly, the art thing came way before drag did. I was drawing since I was a kid, and I got all that talent from my mom. But what actually got me in, it's a funny story, what got me into the drag scene here in Kissimmee is actually doing the characters of drag queens for Drag Race. And that's how I first discovered the Diamond Divas, through Shangela and Phoenix, because I went to a show to see them, to show them the artwork that I had done. And Lord and behold, there's the Divas, and they've been performing there forever. So that's how I got into it. So it actually helped me with drag. And as far as like what it does for me now, I help build sets, do all that stuff, actually use my artistic talents to help do other things, design costumes, you know, do makeup, all that stuff. It kind of all blends in.
Let's switch gears here and talk about your drag mama.
It's Miss Stacey Lane Matthews from RuPaul's Drag Race Season 3.
How did you guys meet, and what were some of the requirements? She said, if you want to be my drag daughter, you got to do this, 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 this.
Let me tell you a little something about Stacey. I met her, actually, it kind of blends in with the last question. I met her because she was going to be in Tampa, and she had contacted me and wanted to meet me because I'd done the artwork of her. Me and my roommates went down there, we met her, and of course I was like not like this at all. I was a boy, and showed her the artwork and everything, and I actually met her and Mimi on first that night, and something just clicked with us. We stayed at the Hamburger Mary's with her all night long. After we got done, she was like, "You guys want to come over to the hotel room and hang out?" And we were like, "Cool." We left, came home. We had exchanged numbers and everything. She called me. I went back the next day, spent the entire day with her because she was performing again the next night. And, you know, just talking and everything, like I said, something about her just clicked. And it was almost like we were family. We weren't strangers at all because we were from the same area. She's from back North Carolina, and I'm from Chester, South Carolina. With her little bitch for the entire freaking weekend. And I had just asked her all these questions and all kind of stuff, and it was just really awesome. It was more like I was with family than I was with anybody. So by the end of it, I was like, well, you know, I was just Cherilyn. I didn't really have a last name. So I don't know if it was so much that I earned the last name or so much that she felt fucking sorry for me and was like, "Here, bitch, take my last."
What inspires you to do drag every single time, regardless of the challenges that we face in everyday life? What makes you keep doing it?
You know what's funny is, like, I try to think about stuff like this a lot, and I'm like, why do I keep doing this? This is torture. What the fuck am I doing this for? Honestly, I just like to make people happy. I'm not a dancer, and I'm not a singer, but I'm an entertainer. There's an entertainer inside of me somewhere. Just to get out on the stage and be able to live through music, even though I am not musically talented whatsoever, but to just be able to make people smile through that, that's what makes me do it. I enjoy the positive feedback. You know, and it doesn't help that people are like, "Oh, you're fucking gorgeous," and I'm like, "Yes, the fuck I am." You know. You know, I enjoy people telling me I'm pretty. Who the fuck don't? You know, whatever. But yeah, that would be more it. I just enjoy entertaining people, and it seems to be the best way that possible that I could do that. Because I have a big background in entertainment from theme parks, so it just kind of sprouted from that. Instead of dressing up like a big mouse, I dress up like a big woman.
Where can people find out more information, or where can they see you perform?
A small group of us that are performing now is called the Kissimmee Queens. As of right now, we don't have a group Facebook page, but you can go to any of our Facebook pages. You can go to also the Downtown Historic Kissimmee webpage. We can entertain everybody, and it's been phenomenal. Our next one is the 16th of December. I believe it's at 9 p.m., and that is in downtown Kissimmee. There is going to be a lot of drag happening in the downtown Kissimmee area soon.
Well, thank you so much, Cherilyn, for joining me on this episode. Thank you so much for taking time.
This has been an amazing experience. Thank you for inviting me. I hope everybody has a wonderful holiday. And I know I'm about to go and tear down on these Oreos right now.
All right, girl. Thank you so much. Bye.
Mwah.
If you like this video, please click like, share, and subscribe to my channel. If you want to know more about Cherilyn's social media accounts, they're all listed in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. What?